We are learning a Medford attorney is facing multiple counts of invasion of privacy and 1 count of unlawful use of a GPS device. Thank you for joining us for Newswatch 12 at 6. I'm Samantha Cadera. Newswatch 12's Grace Ritz is tracking this case and joins us live in studio with more.
Sam, Newswatch 12 has obtained court documents that I have right here that accuse local attorney Zachary Light with 19 felonies, where police say he invaded the personal privacy of women in 2023. Zachary Light works as a criminal defense and civil plaintiff attorney in Medford. His charges stated in court documents include videotaping a woman during intimate settings, as well as being accused of a misdemeanor for illegally placing a GPS on her vehicle.
He was arrested in the afternoon yesterday. So he was arraigned at that time.
I did some digging, and Light was convicted in 2014 of a misdemeanor for placing a camera in his stepdaughter's bedroom without her consent. The Medford bar suspended his license for 7 months and was placed on probation for 3 years.
We argued for $100,000 bail, just given the number of charges and his prior conviction.
Court documents show the judge set bail at $35,000 and instructed Light to have no contact with the woman. His next court date is August 29th. I did call Light at his office in Medford today, and I left him a message. This is still a developing story, and we will update you on our website and newscasts when we hear more. Reporting live in studio, I'm Grace Ritz.
We're seeing triple-digit temperatures in our west side valleys as we enter the weekend. Right now, we're taking a live look out at Grants Pass, where it's 104. Mint is opening a cooling shelter for anyone needing to escape the heat. Located in front of the Bi-Mart on Redwood Highway and will be open between 1 and 7 p.m. And the city of Ashland is also opening cooling shelters this weekend. Opportunities for housing resources and assistance will be open at 2350 Ashland Street until 7 tonight. On Saturday and Sunday, the Ashland Library will also be open between 5 and 7 p.m. for a safe place to get out of the heat. Now let's check in with Storm Tracker 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman, who has been following the heat the most, obviously. And have we hit the record just yet?
We've tied the record high for a couple of spots. So let's take a look at current conditions right now. We're starting to fall back a little bit from our highs today. Still rather toasty in Medford, 103 degrees. Notice there are some higher level clouds streaming into the region. That's some monsoonal moisture that's going to push up into our neck of the woods and bring the potential for thunderstorms in the days ahead. Here's a look at how we did today, tying the record high in Medford and Montague. Last set back in 1988. It was still pretty hot in Klamath Falls and Mount Shasta, but not near record territory. It's going to be a pretty toasty stretch, though, through the weekend. We do have heat advisories for the Cascades and Siskiyous, the east side into eastern portions of Siskiyou County through 8 p.m. tomorrow. It'll still be another pretty hot day on your Saturday, but the heat will ease a little bit as we get more thunderstorm chances and a bit more in the way of some clouds rolling through the region. West side valleys, though, the extreme heat warning that does continue through 8 p.m. Monday. We'll likely see highs at least up into the triple digits as we go right through the weekend into the start of next week. And our overnight lows will be getting warmer as well. Current temperature is 102 degrees right now in Grants Pass and Selma, 103 in Eagle Point. Comfortable along the coast in the 60s. Down in Siskiyou County, it's 107 degrees in Soames Bar, 98 in Hilton, 97 degrees in Montague. East of the Cascades, 95 currently in Christmas Valley as well as Lakeview, 89 degrees in Klamath Falls. Higher level clouds will continue to roll on in and pass by for tonight as we head into the weekend, tracking more heat, but also increasing thunderstorm chances, especially by Sunday. I'll break down those storm chances and talk about when this heat wave will move on out coming up.
A school in Ashland announced they will close the building after failing a fire inspection. Newswatch 12's Oscar Rodriguez went to Lincoln Elementary School to learn more about what went wrong.
Lincoln Elementary School in Ashland is closing down its doors after a failed fire inspection. This is just a few days away from the first day of school on Monday.
When we pivot our decisions based on safety, The decision was really easy. We're not willing to take the risk of lives to keep the building open.
What was supposed to be a routine yearly fire inspection for Lincoln Elementary turned into a fire marshal finding a bulge on the wall in a hallway.
This was a routine, regular session, and as we were walking through this building here, we noticed an extrusion in the wall, which was there's a bubble in the wall that was coming out. And was not there 24 hours prior. We have some workers in this building that were in that space.
This leading to the district closing down the building. The building was first done in 1926, and the left wing where the bulge was found was done in 1948. Superintendent Dr. Joseph Hattrick and Executive Director of Operations Steve Mitzel says the crack with a bulge was about 2 to 3 inches out.
Clearly there was some movement. We're not sure what caused that movement, but that's the discovery. We need to figure out what happened and what caused that shift to happen.
The fire marshal and school district have placed do not answer signs throughout the school, alerting the community knowing it is unsafe to answer. District administration discussed of maybe closing down the left wing, but ended coming up to the decision of closing the whole building would be the best decision.
If one piece goes down, there's usually something that's attached to, and it's going to take that with it. So it was about 10 minutes after that discussion that we said, you know what, we need to address the whole building. It's just not safe.
With school starting on Monday, I asked whether the building will be open by then.
No, we're planning on this being closed for quite some time. Just to do this discovery alone will be possibly weeks or months to get all that done, because we're going to have to tear the building apart, which means we have to get some things in place prior.
From Ashland, I'm Oscar Rodriguez.
As students are getting ready to return to the classrooms, emergency management is reminding families to make safety part of their back-to-school routine. If your child walks to school, teach them to use the sidewalks and to make eye contact with drivers before crossing the street. For those who bike, they should always wear a helmet and follow all traffic laws. When it comes to emergencies, make sure to update your child's school with current emergency contacts, medical information, and pickup authorizations. And several schools are beginning next week. Let's take a look at some of those. School districts beginning Monday include Medford School District, Ashland Public Schools, Grants Pass School District, Three Rivers School District, as well as Prospect Charter and Rivers Edge Academy. Other schools beginning next week include Brookings Harbor and Paisley School District on Tuesday and Grants Pass Adventist on Wednesday. A full list of school start dates can be found on our website. And Oregon's first outdoor preschool is also beginning soon, and it's one of the first licensed outdoor schools in the country. Blackberry Academy is a preschool located in Blue Heron Park. Unlike a traditional classroom, students spend all day in the mud, dirt, and trees, learning lessons on biology, plants, and wildfire environmental science. Its director says this method is important for small growing brains.
I think the most crucial thing is, if you can build a really deeply rooted connection to nature for children early on in life, it's something that doesn't go away.
The preschool program starts September 2nd, and the director says she has a full class with many families on the wait list. And new at 6 tonight, the Klamath County School District is announcing their new cell phone policy, which will take effect September 2nd. Under the new rule, all devices that can connect to a cell phone network, including phones, tablets, and smartwatches, will be off limits during the school day. For elementary students, this includes the moment they arrive to campus until the dismissal bell. For older students, devices should be left at home in a locker or at the main office. And the Blue Heron Creek Restoration Project in Phoenix is now on its 4th day. The project is facilitated by a volunteer group called Save the Phoenix Wetlands. They're working to remove a 680-foot pile of foliage by implementing wetland maintenance and removing the berm along the river. Blue Heron Creek holds multiple cold springs, allowing the water to stay freezing even during hot months. It also harbors less bacteria than typical waterways.
Monday, 4 days ago, we started finally after 3 years. And so we'll be here until probably the end of October, possibly the end of November. And this will all be taken out in its place, all be planted with riparian, wetland plant species and so forth. It'll be monitored and maintained for 3 years.
This construction will last through November. Travel and parking will be affected as work continues. And the Jackson County Library isn't just a place to cool off in this heat. It's also where kids and dogs come together as reading partners. Newswatch 12's Danny Stepanovich shows us how a weekly program called Pause to Read is helping young readers gain confidence.
Story time at the Jackson County Library, but these listeners have 4 legs and wagging tails. Elementary school student Emily Super prefers reading to Georgie even more than reading to her mom.
Because my mom asks me a lot of questions. Are you done yet? I'm gonna do stuff. I'm busy. A dog can't talk.
Emily said reading to a dog is a lot less pressure, and her mom sees the difference.
She just goes with it. If she messes up, she doesn't care, but when it's a person, she does care. And for the fact that when I talk to her, when she reads to me, she gets tongue-tied because she's worried that she's saying the wrong word.
For kids, reading to an adult can sometimes feel like a test. But when the listener looks like this, the pages just keep on turning.
Time to go, Dad says. It just instills the practice of reading. And when it's a fun thing to do, and dogs are very non-judgmental. And petting a dog, it lowers our blood pressure, lowers our stress, and so they can do that while they're practicing their reading.
Sessions are free and held every Thursday at 3:30. Reporting in Eagle Point, Danny Stepanovich.
And if you're looking for your own pup to read to, meet our Pet of the Week, Obsidian. This 2-year-old Brindle Whippet mix is intelligent, sweet, and full of personality. Obsidian is described as a medium energy dog with a splash of playful bursts. Once he's gotten his zoomies out, he's a gentle soul who will give kisses and cuddles. Shelter volunteers say he's very social with other dogs and loyal to his favorite humans. And if you want to meet Obsidian, you can find him at the Jackson County Animal Shelter. Their operation hours are on your screen now. The shelter notes that Obsidian is not suited for homes with chicken or livestock, but would be happy to meet any canine siblings. Obsidian is so excited to be your loyal and lovely companion. A new study